Okay, this is how we select the correct aPAT settings. So, under Settings in aPAT, I'll give you a brief description of what each item is and take you through what you need to select. So at the top here you have PAT settings. This option here allows you to set a retest notice date for when things need to be retested. This defaults to 30, so I'll leave that as that. Over here I've got the default retest period. Now this is when you enter an item into the system and you want to have a default period of say 3 months because you're in construction, 12 months because the area you're in is like an office environment, or 5 years, or if it's in a warehouse you want to set it to 6 months. So for now I'll default it to 12 for a 12 monthly test. Region relates to the area we're testing and tagging and where we're in, so we're in Australia and New Zealand. Further down here we've got selecting the printer, so there's a tutorial on selecting the correct printer. Down here is pick your printer model. Now this is where you select the appropriate printer as per the previous tutorials. Zebra mobile printer settings. Now this thing here is defaulted to the default settings. We don't actually recommend you change much of these settings on these screens because they work as they are. However, you're most welcome to adjust what you need. Anything from the alignment through to the print darkness. Over here we have our label setup. Once again, this is in another tutorial that allows you to select the printer orientation and the image of your test tag. Down here we have select BT scanner. Now as we're using an Android tablet that has a camera, we do not recommend that you use a Bluetooth scanner with this particular setup. Also down here as well, use BT scanner for barcodes. We're not using a BT scanner, so we keep that unticked. And then another scanner option here, so we keep those unticked. We have device activation, which we've taken you through a previous tutorial to see what's activated on the tablet. Further down we've got the project settings. So add visual tests to new to service. So if you're doing a new to service appliance, one main key component is a visual inspection, but you don't have to electrically test it, so we select that. Here's an option for always load last project used. So this is just for you to log back in again relatively quickly. I'll keep that unticked for now. We are using the Matrel DeltaPAT 3309BT, which is this model here, so make sure that's selected. If you're using the SigmaPAT or any other model, you obviously select the appropriate one. We're not using a SigmaPAT, so we keep this unticked. This enable double label parameters isn't used in conjunction with the Matrel DeltaPAT, but it is with the SigmaPAT. So we'll keep this unticked. Show address field and location element is as it sounds, so when you're entering data in, you can add address fields and information. This one here is auto increment appliance ID when adding new elements. Now this is a very good one so that you always use the next number sequence when you're adding new appliances. So if you start at 1, it'll automatically go to 2, to 3, to 4. It's just saving you time on having to type in the next number sequence. We have here the print and save button preferences. This allows you to, on the final part of your testing of an appliance and printing a label, you have the option to enable print and save button. We tick that. Print label and save to tester, we do not tick that because we want to save the information to the Android device. And then here we go, print label and save to Android device, we want to select that. Okay. Further down we have similar options, exactly the same as we saw in the previous field, so we'll keep those ones blank. And also print without saving first, we do not have those ones ticked. Further down we have the OK button behavior, this one here. We'll keep this enabled. And then you've got BT connections. Now if you're using an ASUS tablet, you potentially need to just select this option here. However, because we're using a Lenovo or a Samsung, we keep the top button ticked. Further down you've got other fields where you can give you information about what's there. So you've got exporting projects, change log, the version of the software that you're currently running, and then there's the privacy policies and libraries used. So that pretty much covers everything in the settings.